The pandemic caused chronic absenteeism to soar in schools here in California. That's when a student is absent at least 10% of the year.
And here's something you may not know. Our schools get money based on average daily attendance. Morgan Reiner breaks down the new bill trying to change that.
Instead of schools getting money based off of average daily attendance, they will get it based off of how many kids are enrolled. The Department of Education called it a more equitable funding calculation.
K-12 education researcher at the Public Policy Institute of California, Julian Lafortune, said two things are true at the same time.
We have a record high, state budget, state education budget. There's a ton of stimulus dollars that have been going into schools. So that's the good news. There's lots of money.
Schools are getting more money than ever. And
the bad news is that there's lots of need. So there are significant problems that schools have been facing, kind of recovering from the pandemic. Dealing with kind of ongoing health and safety needs have been taking up a lot of this additional money.
That's why Superintendent Thurman is sponsoring Senate Bill 830 to switch the school funding system currently based on average daily attendance to average enrollment.
Essentially, schools that have the kind of circumstances that drive higher rates of absenteeism find that they lose revenue, and they lose the kind of revenue that they need to actually address the issues that cause chronic absenteeism.
California is one of 6 states that still uses the average daily attendance.
There's another component about this bill that in addition to the revenue, there'd be supplemental revenue that says 50% of that revenue would go to focus on efforts to address chronic absenteeism.
The author, Senator Portantino, said the change would mean an additional $3 billion in funding for districts.
I think they should get more.
San Diego Unified said that they lose $32 a day for each absent student. They also found that it's the schools in the lower income communities that suffer the most from chronic absenteeism.